Let's all play What's My Line?
Now listen, Werner, it's all right to mess around with Arlene a little bit, but in your sleep, I think you're pushing your luck there.
I've got 5 chances this week, and I'm not going to quit.
You're not going to mess up, all right? What we have here today, folks, is marvelous challengers and a fascinating mystery guest later. Right now, would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Larry Maglioka. Oops, sorry. Where are you from, Larry?
East Brunswick.
Okay, panel. Larry Maglioka works for the Menon Company, who make, among other things, men's toiletries. Now, this product you see before you gave Larry one of the toughest problems of his life. We will now show the audience what Larry's line is. And we'll start the game with Joanna Barnes.
Do you have anything to do with packaging?
Yes.
Did you design this package?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Werner.
You have to do with packaging this particular product.
Correct.
And it gave you the biggest problem of your life. Would it be... does it have anything to do with the means in which this was to be placed into the particular packaging process?
Somewhat.
This is really interesting. Did you... when you were faced with this problem, I pass.
Werner, now I know why you were so endearing on that show. It has a little bit the quality of that. Arlene?
Was it because of the fact that it is a hand, and in order to hold it and use it properly, you had to be careful that it didn't slip or break or fall out of the hand? Is there something in the clutch of it that was a problem for you?
You mean in holding it this way?
Well, whatever way your hand
Or this
goes.
way?
No, to fit it, hold your hand around. Are you trying to lead me down the garden path?
I'd be the last person in the world to do that.
Yes, that's what I mean. Because the ordinary thing would be to hold it the way Larry just held it, and then the liquid comes out the other end.
No, I don't think that was the problem. It might, there's 2 down, 8 to go. It might help you to find out what the problem was.
That's what I was...
And also the nature of packaging. Packaging is a fairly broad term.
Ah.
Soupy?
Oh, can we rule out the problem that you had was how to lance that sore on there without getting a hangnail?
Yes, you
can. But it presented a problem when you did this, right?
Right.
Would the problem have to do with either the left hand or the right hand? Like you would know whether you should...
3 down, 7 to go. Back to Joanna. We're just about out of time. You want to have one guess?
Now, you said that you didn't design the package. Well, what to put it in? What to put that in?
That's it. He tests packaging for breakage. That's it, Joanna.
Concentrate.
For heaven's sake.
Well, for heaven's sake, yeah. Ready to play?
fact, what he deals with is not this package, but how this is packaged for delivery, which is correct. And he works for the Menon Company in the Department of Packaging Quality Assurance. How do you test for breakage, anyway?
Well, we have test machines, and we have a drop tester, which is just a table of a measured height, and trapdoors swing open, and it goes crashing to the floor. And we have a compression machine. We put a known weight on it to see how it will take stacking in a warehouse. And we have a vibration table to simulate over-the-road movement.
Now, why was this package so tough?
Well, the slap bottle, the shape of it, the low center of gravity, and a few other thanks I needed that type of
How
thing.
long did it take to work out the package for that? How to put it in so you could get it from one place to the other?
It took 6 days, and we ran through about 225 samples.
You mean bottles that broke?
Yeah, slap bottles that broke.
What did you come up with finally? Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Now, how many are packed in there?
There's a dozen slap bottles in here.
Is it break proof? Will it hold?
Sort of.
Are these made of a plastic material, or is it what kind of a material is it, in fact?
It's glass.
Is it real
That's glass. And just to show you that the person who might think this is an easy job, just to show everybody what that job is really like, Jennifer, I wonder if you'd open the curtains, and I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's wander up there, Larry, shall we? Thank you, Jennifer. Now, here you have all of the stuff here together that Larry used to pack that crate over there, and another crate. Now, what you have to do is come up here, and now he's very expert. He can do this in about 45 seconds. But because you folks are not pros, and you need a little more time, you have a full minute to a minute and a half to pack these 4 bottles in here and see if you can do it without breaking. Okay, let's have Arlene and Werner be one team, and Joanna and Soupy the other team. You ready? On your mark. You got a hangnail. Get set. Go. There they go. They're packaging. They're packing up the man. There's a plane coming in.
Oh, it's hard.
I needed that.
Now put another one down. Oh, I didn't know it right.
How they doing, Larry?
This goes under.
Okay, they've got those in there.
That's 2. What do I do with that?
Who cares? Bring more booze. Soupy can't pack, but he can sure drink.
This is it. All right, but I forgot one stand. Put the other one.
What's the 2 clumsiest people?
They're really doing a beautiful job.
You can't believe
Okay, you
it.
better start sealing them up, folks, because your time is just about over. It's you better sealing time. You better seal the boxes up.
Seal the boxes up with what?
With this.
Oh. Ooh, it's leaking. It's dribbling all over the
Get them
place.
all. Give me.
That's deductions of $13 for
Okay, Jennifer, can we have a little ladder, please? There, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now look what we have.
Soupy, I can't get
Okay, Jennifer.
More paper.
Okay, you want to go ahead, Jennifer?
Here's mine.
Okay, now, Jennifer, you want to climb up?
I'm winning. Look at this. You want to see something?
Now, this box was done by Larry Maglioka in a fairly short space of time, much less than we used here. And Jennifer will now drop or throw this to the ground, and we'll see if it breaks.
This is what I've always wanted to do.
Oh, you'll know.
All right.
Okay, now we have here
Mr. Neat.
Mr. Neat, Arlene Francis, and Werner Klemperer have managed to put this brilliant job together. Let us look.
Okay,
It's
Mr.
neat on the outside, but rotten in the inside, I'll tell you that.
Bravo!
And the next job we have over here.
There it is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, look what happened! Some difficulty here with Werner and Doris. Yeah. Okay, here's the other box. Congratulations!
Thank you very much.
We're really terrible.
Thank you very much, and Larry, congratulations, and we'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this. all this has had a strange effect on Soupy sales.
Listen,
I tell you, with all that stuff broken on the floor, it smells like a football team's locker room after a win, doesn't it? It's really extraordinary. Okay, you did great on that one, panel. Would our next challenger enter and sign in, please? Julie? Gamage. Okay. Thank you, Julie. For a minute there, I wasn't sure you knew how to finish that name. But you have very nice handwriting. Okay, panel, Julie Gamage is 9 years old and the youngest person we know to be officially licensed to perform her occupation. She deals with a product, and we will now show the audience what her line is. And we will now start the game with Werner Klemperer.
The product that you occupy yourself with, could I avail myself of that product?
Yes, he could.
Yes.
Would I enjoy?
Yes.
Is the product something that I can hold in my hand?
Yes.
Would I use my hands to a great extent to involve myself with that product?
That's hard to say, Werner. Probably not in the sense that you mean it. So in order not to confuse the issue, let's say
You're
that's
giving
one
me a
down.
no. I thank you for your kindness.
And Arlene?
Julie, is your product alive?
Yes.
Do you deal with some domestic animal?
No. 2 down and 8 to go, Soupy.
but it's alive. It's well and living in Paris. Is in South America. It's anyway, Judy, what you do, does it have something to do with a 4-footed animal?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Joanna.
Is this an animal, really? I mean, an animal, not fowl?
No, it's not an animal. 4 down and 6 to go, Werner.
It's not an animal.
Right.
Oh.
Nobody ever said it better.
But it lives and it moves and it
Yes.
faces the world.
In the manner of speaking.
Could this animal be, loosely speaking, in the family of insects?
5 down and 5 to go, even by the loosest criteria.
Could it be in the family of fish?
Yes.
Stop asking hard questions.
You have something to do with fish? Is it you are licensed to take care of or breed or have something to do with guppies or goldfish?
No.
No.
And she's so pleased to say it. 6 down and 4 to go, Soupy.
Well, this thing that you do you have some authority, like when you do this?
Authority. Do you tell other people what to do?
I mean, you check up on them, you know?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Joanna.
Do you have anything to do with the hatching of fish?
No.
No.
8 down and 2 to go, Werner. I think we got him, Julie.
You sure got him, is right. Do you have anything to do with the place where the fish live?
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes, Werner.
Do you
Everybody does.
specifically work on the tank and its allied? No, thank you.
And 1 to go, Arlene. There are so many kinds of fish, don't you know?
Yes.
A worm is not a fish, is it?
No. No, a worm is not a fishy.
And the turtle is not a fish. And does the fish have a shell?
Yes.
Do you have something to do with the Clam Diggers Association of America?
No.
Clam diggers, that's so close. She is a lobster fisherman. Terrific, Julie. You stumped them. That's correct. Where do you do that? Where are you a lobster fisherman, Julie?
Well, I lobster in New Wagon, Maine, where I live.
Where is it that you live? Where do you live?
In New Wagon, Maine.
New Wagon?
New Wagon, yes.
Okay, now what happens? What do you do to be a fisherman? How do you get them?
Well, first of all, you have a boat, and you go out in your boat, and you have lobster traps, and you set those, and you bait them, and then you set them, and then you let them sit overnight, and you go and haul them in the morning.
And now, how much does a lobster fisherman like you get for a lobster per pound these days?
Well, about $1, I guess.
$1 a pound. Boy, I tell you, we all ought to move to Maine and eat well and have fun. Julie, thank you for being with us on What's My Line.
Guess the words, connect the colors, win big money. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Check out a double play of Blockbusters and see how tough it really is. Stay tuned.
Okay, thank you. It's time now for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Are your blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Then would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Panel, you have 3 minutes to discover the identity of our mystery guest. We'll go one question at a time. If you can't get it, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And we'll start with Arlene Francis.
Boy, it's a big one.
It's a big one.
Are you a big one? No. Are you best known to audiences because of your performance in television?
Soupy?
Do you also play nightclubs?
Joanna?
Are you a comedian?
Werner?
Are you presently engaged in any kind of theatrical activity here in New York City?
Not really, that is. Arlene?
Now, it's interesting. He's a nightclub performer, but he
Yes,
isn't a
but he's not
comedian.
a
Are you a singer? What do you do in the nightclub? Don't
That's
answer.
what you're trying to find out, kind of, Soupy.
Are you a musician?
Joanna?
Was that a no?
That was a no.
what on earth do you do in that nightclub? That you do?
He's
do
a
you,
waiter.
That's it. Do you have your own television series?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Werner?
You have your own television series that is running at present on a network?
Mm-hmm. That was me. It's running at present on a network. It's hard to tell.
Well, are we looking at it regularly now? We
you'd
as
hope
viewers.
So. One hopes so. Arlene?
Well, does this all mean that this particular series is in reruns?
No. Soupy?
Is it a syndicated show?
Mm-hmm.
It's KRESKIN.
Oh, darn right!
Got it.
It's bad.
Werner was a subject of mine. He guested on the series a few months ago. And Soupy keeps... I understand he mentioned me yesterday. Because I got a pain in my shoulder, and I knew it.
Aren't you at Carnegie? Aren't you coming to Carnegie?
Yeah,
Hall?
very, very soon.
You know what is so
that's
fantastic
beautiful.
about this man is that years and years ago, when I was co-hosting the Mike Douglas show, and he
great.
had just, like, there was KRESKIN, and I've watched you and your career in the last few years. You've just become a giant. And
Oh,
you're just
thank you,
fantastic.
Soupy.
Well,
All
it's a
these-
genuine thing, and I think that's why.
Well, I remember Arlene Francis. I worked with Arlene Francis a few years ago on the Griffin Show. That's when Arthur Treacher left the studio and set a watch to any hour at
That's
time.
right.
Gosh, this is I was sure that nobody... The thing I kept saying is when they took off the masks that they probably would say, "Who's KRESKIN?"
Oh, are you kidding?
Listen, you do so many incredible things. Is there any one thing that you do that's more difficult for you to do than the others, or are they about equally?
No, I guess the most frightening thing of my career, and I did it once when I co-hosted the Mike Douglas Show, and I won't do it anymore on television, is something I do in all my concerts, which run about 2 hours and 40 minutes, and at the end of the show, I turn my check over to the audience, and I leave the theater. And if they don't find my fee, when they hide the check anywhere they want to, when I come in, I don't find the fee, no matter where they've hidden it, then I forfeit my fee, and the show is done for nothing.
Oh.
And at Northwestern, in an audience of 8,000, they hid in a man's upper plates. And he was wearing them, which was kind of interesting. And then at Waldorf, they had the cook it in the stuffing of a turkey.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I kept going after the turkey, and I knew the girl next to me was thinking turkey. And I lifted it, and there was no check. And finally, I realized that she wanted me to move my arm into it, Arlene, and I went up to my elbow. And there was, they gave me a new check. And then a few
Who
weeks...
got the turkey?
I think, well, we were in it at one time. Crespin, thank you very much for being with
Nice
us
to
on What's
be
My
here.
Line. Please come back and do it higher than that. Yeah, please. The only thing I really know for sure is that we're out of time. Goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is Chet Gould speaking for What's My Line, a Marcus and Bill Todman production. Jennifer Woods Clothes by Bonwit Teller. This program was recorded